Riot Retro Gaming. Wednesdays, 9 GMT.
Hi guys, hope you're all okay. First things first, I'm going to teach you how to install virtual machine. I could not get the networking running for the Amiga to the PC on Windows 10 at all. So I've had to download something called Oracle VM, where it lets you run a different version or whatever version of Windows or Linux in its own window. So I've installed XP. So first thing you need to do is Google Oracle VM and download it. It's free. Get your XP disks, install XP with it. If you're not sure what to do, there's a full guide on their website. You cannot go wrong. If you need a hand, just put comments below as usual and I'll help you out. This is the most trickiest part. It took me a while to figure this out, but you've got to... It's the network card. The network card's got to be set a certain way because it shares your Wi-Fi or your Ethernet, whatever you're using, and it needs to be on the same network as your Windows 10. Otherwise, it runs it in a virtual network, and the Amiga won't see the share that you're going to share. Now, I'm going to show you how to share a DVD drive because I wanted to chuck my Amiga CDs on my laptop DVD, but the Amiga can see it over the network because I haven't got a CD drive on the Amiga. So first things first, after XP's installed, you need to go to your settings. Again, this is the most important bit. You need to set this up before anything. Your DVD drive needs to be configured, and again your network card. So we do DVD first. So go storage. There would be already a specified drive on your system because you've installed XP. Your host drive, it might be D or F or something on yours. Mine's E. You choose it in that part normally. If it's not already there, choose it in that part, but untick pass-through. For some reason, pass-through didn't work for me. And okay all that, make sure it's okay, so save all that. So you want to enable your network adapter. I think mine was set as NAT or NAT network at the time and it just didn't see it. But you've got to select bridged, so it uses the same network and configuration that you're on. So select bridge. This is your network card that you're using, so whatever one is connected to your router, that's the one that you want. So it's my Wi-Fi card. You would okay all this, but I'm just going to start the VM. Okay, so after you save your settings, you just hit start on your Windows XP, and it'll act as though it's switching a PC on, and it will boot XP up. Just have a drink of coffee. So after XP's loaded, what you need to do, your icon that's connected, your LAN card, double click it, which is your two little TVs down here, or PC monitors, and you'll need to go to the support tab, which gives you the IP address. Now, everything else doesn't matter because that will use the same gateway as your Wi-Fi card, which is the important bit I was on about before. It needs to say bridged. This bit is what you need to write down. Now that, the IP address, will go in the host name there. Right, so we go back to XP. Close that. Now the next thing you need to do is right click my computer, go to properties, go to computer name. Now I've set mine computer name XP workgroup XP workgroup only because my workgroup on my PC is workgroup and I don't want things confused. So you can have that set as whatever you want as long as you follow this instruction, you put it in the right place. Again, I'm trying to make this as easy for you guys as I can because this has been a nightmare for me. Again, a massive thanks to Indigo Lemon, I've got his name right now, and Patrick on EAB, and Daedalus as well. I'll put your names up. So massive respect. Nearly getting to the end of my journey of this A1208 now. So the XP is your computer name. The work group is your work group name. So let's go back to the Amiga. They have got to go in this position here. So there you go, there's my computer name. There's my work group name. That's not necessarily, you don't really need that, but that is the name that's more related to the actual mount name. So I'm just keeping everything as reference. So you can have that as whatever you want. The service, the DVD part, we'll go back to Windows. Okay, so the next thing to do is share your DVD. Now this will appear with no hand. Go to your properties, so right click, go to your properties, sharing. The only one you need to click, because I can't write to this drive, that one says allow user to change my files, but you can't do that obviously. You just click share the folder on the network. Now the share name, that is the name that you will need to put in this point here. Let's go back to the Amiga. Okay, so there you go, there's the DVD. That's the share name. Okay, let's go back to the PC. The next thing to do is to put your username into the Amiga for logging in. So whatever you've set at this point, when you first installed XP, that will need to go into your username. And that's it. I didn't set a password because again, this VM's running on my main machine and that's passworded anyway. The DVD drive's not important. That is basically what the drive is called when it comes up. So let's just shut this down. Because XP wasn't running when I first started this, so it couldn't find the drive. Okay, so let's rerun SMBMounter. Now I've told it to run my shared drive on boot. So as soon as this runs, there you go. It's found it. So you got to make sure before you do this that XP's running and your drive shared. Otherwise, when you run SMBMounter, it won't find it. So again, there you go. I'm running Windows. I'm running OS 3.1.4. So I've got the off-screen dragging, which is so much better. Right, okay, so let's just shut this off. And there you go. You'll hear my DVD drive were up, maybe. And there you go. That is an Amiga CD, ready to go. Let's try and run it. It should natively run because it's a share straight to the drive. Yeah, this is the only problem. What I was going to say, here we go. What I was going to say is the only thing is these CDs won't be bootable, and on most of the CDs that the Amiga had released for it, like the shareware stuff on the front of the mags, CU Amiga and Amiga format, there's a lot of stuff on them. Let's try and find it. Let's just run an edit command. There's a lot of stuff on them that won't run properly because they're bootable and they've got their own startup sequence. What am I doing? So if I go to the startup sequence on the DVD drive, there's probably, yeah, there you go, look at that. There's a whole host of assigns, you know, that whatever you're running on that CD wants. And there's a lot of stuff that won't run because it's looking for all these assigns. So again, there's loads of demos that I wanted off these discs to copy to my machine, but again, I've got to be mindful that a lot of these demos that are on here won't run properly unless I set these assigns in my startup sequence. Okay, I'm just going to touch on something quick. It's to do with the mounting and unmounting of the CD discs. For some reason, the PC doesn't like you pulling in and out discs. The only way around it is to shut the actual virtual machine down. Otherwise it freezes and it doesn't allow another disk in. So if you go to machine and ACP shutdown, the virtual machine will shut Windows down. Now while it's doing this, you can eject your CD, put your other one in, and then boot up your virtual machine again. It's the only problem I found. You will notice on the Amiga side, the icon won't change unless you mount it or mount it again, but the contents will change, so it's now accessible. It's the only niggle I've found with it, to be honest, but again, while I'm using the disc, I'm on it for quite a while, maybe a couple of hours, and just pondering and that, so it's not too much of a problem. So yeah, happy playing, and I'm glad that helped someone. Again, any problems on that, comment at the bottom and I'll help you out. Thanks a lot.